almost forgot to tell you guys, before I came to pick you guys up, me and the other safari drivers were talking, and they were letting me know that the warden actually said that he found a baby elephant wandering off alone today, all by himself, and that's really uncommon in the wild. Because baby elephants tend to stay with their mothers until they're about 16 years of age or so. So the warden's really worried about it. Can't find the mother elephant anywhere. He thinks there might be poachers in the area. So we've got to keep our eyes open for any suspicious behavior that's going on. But in the meantime, though, guys, we're at Monkey Point, going for the herd of mandrills that took over this area. Now, mandrills are the largest and most colorful monkeys in Africa. However, they are ridiculously shy. Catching a glimpse of them is a little tricky sometimes. But don't worry. Because to make up for the lack of monkeys, decent radio. You like that? Listen to this. Crystal clear. Look at that. Right now the road is closed to head over to elephant country. You can see an elephant right there between the canyon walls, which is weird. So I guess we have to take the alternate route. Hopefully it'll get us to elephant country and just as quickly. I mean, we are ahead of schedule. We can afford to use some time, but we'll see.
Bouncy, bouncy, bouncy. It's like we're driving with lasers.
Well, alright, looks like this detour is taking us to the other side of elephant country, down by the red clay pits, which is good because the warden said that there was elephant activity at the red clay pits, and it looks like he's right. Look at both sides here, you can see some tusk marks in the red clay. Now that is a good sign because elephants use the red clay as a sunscreen, and they also eat it to get beneficial minerals that they can't normally get from eating vegetation all day. You can see an elephant just behind that tree over there. And there's another one hanging out by those rocks. Now, the white ivory tusks that the elephants are born with are unfortunately what they're hunted for. But reserves like these work very hard to keep the animals protected. In fact, here at the Harambe Wildlife Reserve, scientists have discovered a way to communicate with the elephants based on the grunts and groans that they make. And we're able to determine if they're tired or hungry or threatened or anything like that. And it helps us to better protect them once we know what they need or want. Here's a younger elephant, a couple of younger elephants hanging out. Now, like I said, baby elephants stay with their mothers until they're about 16 years of age or so. Once they reach that maturity level, then they'll go off on their own, or they'll hang out with the other males and form what are called bachelor herds. But they don't typically wander off all by themselves until they feel they're absolutely ready to take care of themselves. Because elephants are extremely reliant on their mothers, and that's why the warden's really concerned about the mother's whereabouts. Because she wouldn't just leave her baby alone. So he thinks that something may have happened to her. He thinks there might be poachers in the area. Got to keep our eyes open for anything that may have happened. We got one of our research students hanging out with some greater flamingos. Now you can tell they're greater flamingos because they are the lightest shade of pink, and they're also a little bit taller than most other flamingos. Now these birds are actually not born pink, they're born gray. They get their pink color from the keratin and the brine shrimp that they eat. Over the course of about a year or so, it turns their feathers a very light shade of pink. Alright, looks like we may be near white rhino territory. And I only say that because there's a big old mud pit right over there in the middle. And white rhinos tend to roll around the mud to keep nice and cool when it's hot outside like today. There's a couple of ostrich eggs though on the passenger side. Now they're not in a nest, and that's pretty common because ostrich eggs are extremely durable. They're the largest bird eggs in the world. And they actually don't really use nests. More often than not, when ostriches have their eggs, they don't make nests for them.
I see you at the junction. I suggest you go west. It will be worth it.
Roger that, Wilson. We'll head west. Take a look right up on that hillside. You see that cheetah that's kind of got his back to us? He's laying down on the grass and just his shoulders and his head is visible, but there's two of them. Now, cheetahs are indeed the fastest animals in the world. However, they are ridiculously shy. So they run really, really fast. And they also... They can't run that fast consistently. They just run that quick when they're hunting for their prey. up on a rock formation known as a copie. Now, large cats like lions hang out at copies. Lions sleep for about 20 hours out of the day.
Dew going on up on the right-hand side.
Now, lions are practically nocturnal. They'll do their hunting at nighttime when their prey is a little less suspecting. The lioness does the hunting for the entire pride, while the lion stays behind to make sure the pride is actually taken care of. On the hillside, you're going to get a great look at what are called scimitar horned oryx.
Yeah, oryx.
And some white rhino. There's quite a few white rhino hanging out on the passenger side of the vehicle. Now, white rhinos have one of the most amazing success stories in the world. At one point, there was just a handful of them left. They were almost extinct, but thanks to reserves like these, along with anti-poaching laws, we're able to bring them back to a much more sustainable level. White rhinos are still endangered, but at least they're not walking the brink of extinction anymore, so that's progress. Now, coming up on my side of the truck, you're going to get a great look of the world's largest bird, the ostrich. Now, ostriches are the fastest birds in the world, but they are absolutely flightless. They can run about 40 miles an hour or so, and it looks like some white rhinos may have gotten a hold of these eggs. Kind of kicked them all over the place, which is no good. But like I said, you see how durable they are. None of them seem to be cracked. Alright guys, we're going to head down to the gorge next and see what else we can find. And, one second.
There are poachers in the area.
Wait, what?
Can you help us cut them off?
Roger that, Wilson. Of course we can. Alright folks, we're going to have to cut the gorge. We can't go there yet. We actually are going to help Wilson find some poachers, and I said they're in the area. That could be anywhere, so we got to keep our eyes open. Oh no. Okay, Wilson, we're at the reserves gates, but it looks like they've been smashed open. I think the poachers are trying to make a run for it, so we're going to go after them, Wilson. But which way did they go? Over.
The poachers are heading east. Keep going, and you'll drive them to my restaurant. Over.
Roger that, Wilson. We're on our way. Wow, okay, this is a lot spookier than I anticipated. But no turning back now. Hold on, guys. It's a little rough out there. Whoa, get down. They're shooting at us. They're shooting at us. Get down, get down, get down. Okay, hold on, guys. I get us out of here. Wilson, we just narrowly escaped gunfire, and now we're trying to head out to poachers, and I think that we may have just found their camp. It looks completely deserted. I think they may have made a run for it.
Oh, not to worry. You dropped them right into my patrol.
We did. That's great news. Did you catch the poachers and find the mother elephant? Over.
The poachers ran, but they won't get far. We located the mother elephant.
Oh, thank goodness.
Thanks to you, they are now both safe.
They had the baby elephant in custody, and they located the mother.
I have to go now. We have to get this baby elephant back to its mother.
Roger that, Wilson. Well, asante sana, everybody. Thank you so much for helping us get those elephants back to safety. But I do have some bad news. Guys, I have no idea where we are. We're a little off track right now. I think the best thing to do right now would just be to drop you folks off at the nearest boarding post, which I'm pretty sure is in this direction. And unfortunately, that does mean we're going to have to cut to 2 weeks safari, 13 days, 23 hours, and 40 minutes short. I'm so sorry, guys. I know you wanted to hang out with me for 2 whole weeks. Who doesn't? I know. But don't worry, because you guys are going to head to the, right over here, we're going to drop you off at the Warden's Post. And from there, it's just a real short hike to the Pandacon Forest Trail, where you can see more animals, like gorillas and monkeys and meerkats and all other animals like that. And if you have any questions about the animals that you find at the Pandacon Forest Trail, you can feel free to ask our research students, because they know everything there is to know about those animals.